Tell 'em Tribe Tarot. Daily readings for my tribe. Subscribe to my channel.
Peace, Gemini. I am Cherokee with Tell 'em Tribe Tarot, coming to you with another reading. I hope that your day was successful. I hope that you got through all the stresses of the day seamlessly. No one got on your nerves for too long. I hope that you released any BS that came your way as soon as it came, so that it did not affect your inner peace. And I trust that this reading reaches you in the best of spirits and the best of health and all of that. Take what resonates, leave behind what doesn't. Don't take it personally if you tapped into this reading and it is not your message. Click another video or book me for a personal reading to ask your specific questions. Subscribe to my channel, spread the video, or share the video to share the wealth. And let's get into your reading. So tonight, this one is for Gemini couples. I don't do couples reading very often, so I want to tap into that for you, or whomever is in a relationship at this time. We've been talking about all the broken relationships. Now let's get some insights on what's going on in your current relationship. Hopefully we can clear up any confusion that you may have, any answers that you've been looking for, or anything that you have been overlooking. All right, so my intro is long enough. Let's get into your reading, Gemini. You see, I have me a new deck, the Tarot Grand Lux. Oh crap! it's so new and slippery, but I love it. The cards are big, the pictures are vivid, and I'm so excited to see what messages it brings forth for you, Gemini. So, you know, I have the OG deck right here. You know, we're going to get back to that. But for right now, we're going to see what messages comes from this one. Spirit, please provide me with the guided messages for Gemini. Please provide me with clear and concise messages for Gemini in love, because their love may be tested. So, Gemini, let's see. What is your love relationship meaning to you at this time? So right now, Gemini, you are in the 10 of Wands energy. I feel like your relationship is something that you carry with you everywhere that you go. Like, you are big-hearted about it. And you would think that this is a normal thing for anyone in a relationship to, you know, bring their relationship with them. And when I say bring your relationship with you, like, you consider your partner and your family, your children, your dogs, your cat, your goldfish. Maybe not the goldfish. Do people even still have goldfish anymore? But you consider your family before making any major decisions, as you should. Your relationship means everything to you, and whenever anything is not going right in your relationship, you tend to cower away from doing anything fun, and your skies turn gray and cloudy up until you're able to fix it, because you're passionate, you're involved. I feel like, you know, your relationship needs a boost of some sort, and I feel like you may be carrying a relationship right now. And this is interesting because you're usually the one that needs to be nudged a little bit to wake up, to do your part, because you're the one that most times gets bored with things. But, you know, you've invested a lot of time in this relationship, Gemini, and the relationship is important to you, and you just want to see it flourish because you have seen what great relationships look like when they are doing well, by way of other relationships in your family that have gone well over the years. Your grandparents are still together, for the energy that I'm picking up on. What you really love about your relationship is the give and take. You know, you may be carrying things right now, but it may be your turn. You know, with the Wheel of Fortune, it's your turn to grab the torch. It's just like if you are in a situation where your partner is going to school and you have to work while your partner goes to school to get that degree, and you may have to have take on extra hours or a side hustle so that your partner can focus and get that degree. And then when they get the degree, then you could take the time off. So I feel like it's just your time to carry the torch, but you may be feeling overwhelmed with all the things that you have to do. And you may be feeling like your partner is not being considerate enough with the things that, or seeing your role, like how much time and energy you put in, and the things that you try to communicate is not always being understood right away. It takes a couple more times for things to be understood with extra explanations. But what you love about this is that even though you are experiencing this physical hardship, you are enjoying it because this is one of your more healthy relationships. This is a relationship that you manifested over time, after going through the turmoil of dating over the years and selling yourself short to several suitors who did not see your worth. So you finally have someone who sees you. You finally have someone who picks you out of the crowd every time. You finally have someone who takes up for you, someone who loves PDA, someone who understands cause and effect, someone who really takes initiative when it's time. And that's what you love most about this connection. Well, what you don't like about this connection, and this is interesting, Gemini, you don't like the fact that your person is too nice. Gemini, your person is too nice. You feel like your person is a bit of a pushover. And I can see right now that you're carrying this relationship in a way that if you're a feminine energy or a female, you're carrying a relationship in a way that a man would. Like your man doesn't speak up for, like he takes up for you, but he has like a account system. Not saying literally this is your situation, but to show example of how it's working. It's like, he tries to keep the peace when he should be making war. He wants to feel things out first, and you be ready to go off in the name of family, in the name of anything, and you feel like he should step up more. I feel like you just feel that your man or your significant other, apply the genders as you see fit, or if there's no gender, apply the person as you see fit. But you feel like they're too nice. You feel like they're too affectionate for some of you. You feel like they are too clingy for some of you. And while this person, what's odd, Gemini, that to me is that all those other connections that you had in the past that didn't work out, you wanted this kind of energy. This is why you manifested this. You wanted someone that adored you, that literally kisses your feet, sucks your toes during sex. You know what I'm saying? You wanted someone to be up your asshole. And that's why you have to be careful what you ask for, because now you have it and it's provoking you to wrath. And what will give you new energy to approach this differently is to try to understand your person more instead of judging them for being the way that they are. I feel like there's some times where you want to reinvent them sometimes. And I feel like that's why you may be taking on all the stress of the relationship right now, is because your person may be on reserve now because they feel like you kind of beat up on them emotionally for not being exactly what you want them to be sometimes. Because when the relationship started in the beginning, this is what it was, Gemini. This is your energy right here. You told them all these things like, I just love when my man shows me this kind of attention, or I just love when my woman does this for me. I love when my woman does that for me. I just love when my person does this and that. And this person does this effortlessly for you. They do it so much that it's like disgusting to you. Not my opinion, but your energy is just like, yo, this is too much. And while too much of a good thing is not so great, you have to realize that you have a person that's genuinely trying to show up for you, and they don't have to try hard because they love you. They don't want to see you with nobody else. They don't want to see you hurt. They don't want to see you want for anything. But when someone feels as if they're not being appreciated, or they may feel as if you're taking them for granted because they're doing what you damn right asked them to in the beginning, it can be confusing for them, and that's probably why they may have pulled back. And with the Hierophant as the new energy, what's giving this relationship new energy, or what can give this relationship new energy, is you being more open to loving differently, accepting love in a different way, accepting love in a way that doesn't normally look like the way that you want it. Because as you're growing through this transition of, or as you're growing through these stages in your relationship, Gemini, you're going to become a different version of yourself, because this person brings out sides to you that you're unfamiliar with, because you're not used to feeling this kind of love. Your love that you're used to feeling is either overwhelming love or no love at all with one person. So one minute the person is loving you wholeheartedly, and the next they're ghosting you. Now you have someone that's here 110%, and sometimes you're making them feel like they're doing too much. I hear, let's pray about it. They even ask, could we just pray about it, because I'm not willing to lose you. And somebody is like, prayer? Prayer? You know, you have to have an open mind. I feel like sometimes love comes in so many different ways. Love comes in a text message of, did you eat this morning? No processed foods today, remember? Put your seatbelt on. Let's go do yoga on the beach. Let's drop the kids off to grandma's and lay under the stars by the boardwalk, on the boardwalk or some shit. I don't know if people lay on the goddamn boardwalk. I've never laid down on a boardwalk. But I'm just saying, let's drop everything and just do something spontaneous and reconnect with each other in a spiritual, godly way. You know, let's connect each other's souls again. Let's reconnect on and commune on what got us here to begin with. But I feel like this cycle of you feeling like this person is too nice is gonna come to an end. And the reason why I feel like this is because I feel like in the quiet moments when you meditate, or when you have moments that challenge you, and then you think about your relationship as you always do throughout the things that you do throughout the day, as you go on your day-to-day, I feel like you're grateful for it. I feel like your shadow side is the side that's hurt, that's used to the abuse and the pain of what people in the past have brought to you. And this person loving on you this much, it's not that you don't love it. It's just that you feel like at some point it might end, and you're annoyed that you might feel like it's a front sometimes, and you have to check yourself. So I feel like with this new energy of you just using or speaking life into yourself to try to be more appreciative of your person, that's this Hierophant energy of you becoming more or simmering your doubts in this person, and withdrawing those toxic thoughts, those thoughts where your mind tries to manipulate itself with memories of the past. Can I get more information on why the Hierophant is here? for what gives this relationship new energy. See, you have to double back into what brought you together in the first place. So if you met at a skating ring, for instance, go on skating ring dates once a week. If you met in church and you no longer go to church anymore, go to a Wednesday night service together. If this is not that religious couple, but you met on vacation at the bar at the hotel, when was the last time that you took a daycation if you can't get out of town? Or where you just go to a hotel bar and have a drink together? Or show up separately and act like you didn't know each other and, role play. You have to take it back to feeling like playful again. That's what's going to bring energy back into this relationship. What you still don't know about love and what you will now learn is the Emperor. And love is not bossy. Love is not unkind. Love is not demanding. Love is patient. Love is not offensive. Love is not defensive. Love is fluid. Love is unconditional. Love is felt. Love is shown. So what you're learning now is that when you do not feel love, that's when you create these thoughts that don't feel good, and you bear down on yourself with these overwhelming thoughts, and then you project them on your person, and then your person pulls back, and then you blame them sometimes for doing so, when in actuality you're still learning how to love in a healthy way. So what you're going to learn now is that you can be stern in love. You can be unsure in love. You can be comical in love. You can have different feelings in love. You can have all different types of emotions in love, but it does not have to be mean, unkind, unpleasant. And it doesn't mean that you are losing love just because someone is showing you too much love, especially when that person is your person. See, we have the Queen of Wands on the bottom of the deck. You're also working your ass off while trying to keep things together in this relationship and keep a level head, because you're not used to having this type of relationship. It's new for you, Gemini. So I get it. Sagittarius, Aries, Leo energy is here. Leo energy is here. Your energy is here. You may be dating another Gemini, or you may be involved with another Gemini. Definitely Sagittarius, though. Spirit, what are the closing messages that you have for Gemini and their connect? Ooh, we're going to take the first one that came out. The Magician. So your spirit guides are just saying to you, Gemini, that you have to be understanding and open to welcome a new version of what you think love is. Because when your love is tested, to get you back on the right track with your partner, you have to remember why you started. You have to remember that you have everything that you need to sustain your connection, and you have to believe that your partner wants that too. You have to believe that they want it too. With the Four of Cups, this relationship is going to flourish if you keep an open mind and you remain adventurous and hopeful with your person, just as adventurous and hopeful as you were when you were single. Don't lose connection with who you were before this relationship. Allow your person the opportunity to be who they need to be for you. Allow them to speak even when you're upset. Allow them to love you the way that they know how to love you. Speak up when it's difficult. You're not alone in this connection, and that's how you feel sometimes. Flowers don't bloom all year, Gemini. Sometimes the sun goes behind the clouds. Now, I don't have no green thumb, so I don't even know why I chose that metaphor. But what I do know is that when you feel as if you're on your own in this, your partner is your refuge, not your enemy. Okay? So I hope this resonates for someone. If you'd like to book a personal reading, go to www.tellemtribetarot.com. Click the book a reading link. Subscribe to my channel and share this message to share the wealth. And until we speak next time, love and light, tribe.